Founded in 1965 when a Palo Alto jug band picked up electric instruments, the Grateful Dead transformed into perhaps the most influential American rock band of all time. Jerry Garcia and Robert Hunter's songwriting and the band's group improvisation combined to connect the American folk tradition to the far-out reaches of free jazz, finding a third path that at its best was both accessible and adventurous. With lifelong links to the psychedelic counterculture and a loving fan base of Deadheads, the Grateful Dead remain more a way of life than a band. The band played their first electric shows as the Warlocks, starting to stretch solos into jams while playing 5 sets a night for 5 nights a week at the Inn Room in Belmont, California. Finding their new name by opening a Funk and Wagnalls dictionary at random, the band officially transformed into the Grateful Dead in December 1965, just in time to become the house band for the Merry Pranksters' LSD-infused acid tests, starting at a house party following a Rolling Stones show in San Jose. Before joining the Grateful Dead, bassist Phil Lesh studied with composer Luciano Berio and sometimes performed and shared a tape deck with classmate and minimalist pioneer Steve Reich. LSD chemist Owsley Stanley was the first Grateful Dead concert taper, beginning the practice of documenting the Dead's jams and the earliest recordings in the band's legendary tape vault. The Grateful Dead were responsible for the Screen Actors Guild finally getting rid of their blacklist-era loyalty oath, which the Dead refused to sign when appearing in Richard Lester's 1967 film, Petulia. One of the band's roommates at 710 Ashbury was Neil Cassidy, a merry prankster and hero of Jack Kerouac's On the Road. He sometimes practiced juggling a hammer in the band's attic room. For many years, it was rumored that Courtney Love appeared on the back cover of Aoxamoxa because of her father's association with the Grateful Dead. It's actually drummer Billy Kreutzmann's daughter, Stacy. The much bootlegged Steal Your Face logo, with trademark 13-point lightning bolt, was devised by LSD chemist Owsley Stanley, the band's first patron and sound person, in order to tell their equipment apart from other bands at rock festivals. Donna Godchow, who sang with the Dead from 1971 until 1979, had previously been a backup singer at Muscle Shoals, singing on Elvis Presley's Suspicious Minds, Percy Sledge's When a Man Loves a Woman, and other hits. Loving eyes can never see. The Deadheads were among the first users of the internet, creating the world's first lyrics file and band-centered email lists at the Stanford Artificial Intelligence Lab beginning in the mid-1970s. John Perry Barlow, lyricist for guitarist Bob Weir, co-founded the digital civil liberties group, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, in 1990. As an activist, Barlow has worked with Edward Snowden, Daniel Ellsberg, and others. Beginning with the success of In the Dark, their so-called comeback album from 1987, the Grateful Dead grew more and more popular each year until Jerry Garcia died in August 1995. We will survive. The Grateful Dead officially dissolved in December 1995, 4 months after Jerry Garcia's death. While the surviving members have reunited in numerous configurations, they have never again billed themselves as the Grateful Dead. Such a long, long time to be gone, and a short time to